You catch on quickly. That must be why you were able to avoid my secret technique. So, hey everybody, Renegade 67 and or 8 here with some more Let's Play stream Fate Stay Night of the Blind variety. Last time on the Fate Stay Night, we encountered what seems to be the 6th of 7 servants. There's only one left, supposedly. This apparently being Assassin, and apparently the 5th one we met was Ryder. I don't know, I'm still not sold on that. I'll have to see Caster before I decide, because, I don't know, still part of me thinks that maybe that's actually Ryder, and then this is actually... Wait, no. What am I saying? Oh, Ryder is actually like Caster, and this is actually like Ryder. Or this is Assassin, but Ryder is We'll have to see the 7th Servant before I decide if the game may be tricking me or not. I mean, really, it's not up to me. I mean, the game's either tricking me or isn't. It's not my decision to make, but I can pretend like it is. There's always fan fiction. So there's some stats in the stats screen that was updated. There's probably a whole blurb on this guy. Something Kojiro. I remember his last name Kojiro because of the NCS meme. But he got his name, which means he probably has a whole blurb. I'm going to leave that till after I finish this duel, though, because I want to get to a narrative beat. But by the end of the stream, if you're watching this on YouTube, you may not be aware this is the Friday stream, so it's before the weekend. I want to get to a good beat before taking a break, so I want to get through the duel first. And Wise asked me a question before the stream started of roughly where do I think the combat will go, who do I think will win, that kind of thing. And I wanted to wait to think about it when the stream officially started. So the stream's it's officially started now. So how do I think this combat will go? Who do I think will win? What do I think will be the outcome? It seems like at this point Assassin has the duel pretty much on lock, and Saber seems to have realized that. And she may be busting out her Noble Phantasm here, which could change the game. It could be a game changer. I don't think any servant is going to be taken out this quickly. So Shiro is running towards the area, right? So there's a couple ways this could go. Shiro may run in. Maybe Saber's Noble Phantasm fails. Maybe she overexerts herself, doesn't realize she's so low on power, and maybe she tries to do her Noble Phantasm and it can't even work, and then Assassin's gonna kill her with his one-shot technique, and Shiro has to get in the way again and nearly die again. That's one option. Option 2 is Saber's technique is super good and Assassin has to retreat for now, and Shiro shows up and sees Saber and goes like, "What are you doing, you poop?" And then Saber's like, "We must keep advancing," or "No, you're right, let's retreat, he's strong. At least we met him once, though." I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's this? I mean, now that... Because we haven't seen the Master, though. We've only seen the Servant. And the Master's really what's important. It's tricky. It's tricky. I'm not sure what Saber's going to want to do after this fight is over. I mean, assuming she's not too fucked up. Because that's the question. If she gets fucked up, yeah, of course she's going to, I'd assume, be sensible enough to run away if she gets too fucked up. I would hope. But if she, like, doesn't get too fucked up and Assassin runs away, but she gets kind of fucked up, but not too fucked up, will she continue? That's what I'm unsure about. I'd hope she'd run away despite that, but if she was going to do that, she probably wouldn't have come in the first place, so she probably will not run away unless she gets really fucked up. Or Shiro comes in and gets fucked up, and then Saber's like, "No, you weren't supposed to come," and then Shiro's like, "Yeah, you weren't supposed to come either, as your master, I told you not to," and it'll be great, but hopefully they can take that conversation away from here so that they don't get killed while conversing. It's going to be all kinds of awkward. I'm sure it'll be amazing. I will say that's... I'm not saying something being... It's not a matter of... I was about to say, like... I don't have a very good idea of where this is going to go, and that can be both a good and a bad thing. Sometimes it's fun to have things that are easily predictable, or you think are easily predictable and it's actually a red herring. Other times... not having a good idea can also be fun, or it could mean, well, you don't have an idea because it ends up being stupid. There is no good resolution, it's stupid. But we'll see. We'll find out. Let's start. Also, this wasn't exactly where we were, so let's actually get to the point where we were at. You're wonderful, Saber. Wah, wah, wah. Subarashi.
このような属性に呼び出された我が身を呪ったが、それも今宵まで。生前では叶わなかった立ち会い。我が被験を存分に振る舞える殺し合いができるのならば。
I've cursed myself for being summoned in this world, but that will end tonight. If I am able to battle someone, I can fully use my secret attacks on it. Gosh, talking over people. Yeah, this is interesting though. I talked about this last time, but I've cursed myself for being summoned in this world. So I don't think he wanted to be summoned. I mean, most of these servants being summoned, I would assume, have a wish. But I guess that means the servants have no say into whether or not they actually get summoned. Like, if the person summoning them has a thing of them, and if they have a similar personality, maybe they'll get summoned whether they want to be summoned or not. Now, that's a question, though. Would that bleed into the Master? Maybe the Blaster? Maybe the Master doesn't want to be part of this Grail War either. That might be going a bit far, but it's something to think about. But the Servant, at least, I don't think actually wants to be part of this war. I don't think the Servant actually has any kind of wish, which I think is somewhat in character for a samurai. A samurai is generally, not to be rude, but rather simple-minded in that sense. They generally wouldn't have aspirations of grandeur, and also it's usually forbidden in their time for them to have aspirations of grandeur. And if they even think of having grand aspirations, they're usually supposed to commit Sudoku. So, but anyways, it seems like his only real wish is to have a worthy opponent. So, will he get that wish with Saber? Let's see. Assassin raises his sword once again and comes down the stairs. Samurai had nothing better to do than cut shit so hard it broke reality. Yep, he was so bored with life. You could wish for a stronger technique? No, you got too strong without wishing. Now you gotta wish for someone to match your strength. He must be after Saber's neck. That's right, this weird narration that's from Saber's point of view, but it's like, not. It's weird. Saber's not confident if she'll be able to avoid the secret technique again. Like Lancer's Gaebolg, Assassin's Tsubame Gaishi. It's Gaishi. Tsubame Gaishi is something that cannot be allowed to begin. Technically it'd be Gaishi, but saying it fast, no one has time to say Gaishi, so they'd say Gaishi. Tsubame Gaishi is something that cannot be allowed to begin. No, unlike Gaebolg, that allows you to find a countermeasure once you fill. Unlike the falsifying, once you fill, you would go. There are possible counters. No possible counters for Assassin's secret technique. Although, I mean, you're at least able to dodge it. Like with Lancers, you're literally not able to. If there's a countermeasure, it's only not to let him use it. To beat it, she must attack him with her strongest blow before Assassin uses that technique.
なるほど。確かに手加減など許される相手ではなかったようだ。
I see. Certainly you're not someone I can go easy on. She lowers her arms. She lowers her sword as if to stick it into the ground. She glares at the assassin who's approaching her.
ほう、そうか。ようやくその気になったか、セイバー。
So you're finally ready to do so, Saber. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh geez. Oh crackers. Assassin stops descending the stairs and readies himself for a certain kill. So he's gonna go in for a kill, but then frickin' she's gonna go in for her booty boots. It's gonna be a big clash in the night, and then it's gonna do a pan in on both of them, and they're both gonna be on one knee after doing their certain hit, and one of them's gonna falter, but then the other one's gonna fall over and die. Oh hey Penna, you actually showed up for the chocolate. I was wondering if you would. Saber looks at him bravely.
不満がないのはこちらも同じだ。
I too have no complaints.
我が一撃受けきれるか、アサシンのサーバント。
Will you be able to take my attack, Assassin Servanto? Darn tootin'. I was listening to my video, my will be YouTube video of part 31, yeah, because this is going to be 32. And I actually saw how, I heard the assassin pronunciation in Japanese. I was unsure of what they would go with. It's Asashi. That's how they say it in Japanese, Asashi. They don't even, I was thinking it would be Asashin. But if it is Asashin, then it's a very light N, because I didn't, at least when Saber says it, I did not hear her say the N. It was just Asashi. I thought it would be Asashi. It was either Asashi or Asasa. Asasan or Asasin. But of course, they usually don't say si. They usually say she, so Asashi. But anyways, Savanto Asashi! Saber releases her own restraints. The air shakes. Oh gosh, diddly dang. I didn't think we'd be seeing her noble phantasm this early. I mean, I call it early. What's the word oh gosh, relatively. That's the word I was looking for. Relatively early, I think. As if acting in response to her will, the sword erupts with a massive amount of wind. Wind scar! Nope, wrong animu. Assassin retreats a bit. Asashi! The wind pressure released from Seiba is extraordinary. Not only Asashi, but even the large, firm trees in the forest are shaking and creaking. Sword fart. Oh, that's funny, sword fart, because when... Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's right, because when you're passing... Gotcha, that's a good one. Oh, it's also darn tootin' is funny, because darn tootin', you say you're tootin' for a fart. It's a double whammy of a joke. It's a flow of wind like an explosion. Oh, that's funny, it's not clickbait anymore. I put explosion in the title of this stream, and it was totally meant to be clickbait. Now it's not even clickbait. Nice! The trapped air is released and explodes outward. You're here all week. Well, this is the end of the week. Hopefully you're here next week. This raging wind that would easily blow away a normal person is coming out from Saber's sword. Oh, geez. Do we get to see it? In all its glory? That's the power of her sword. Invisible air is a sword that has wind sealed in it. The sword that covers itself in compressed wind changes the refraction of light to make it look invisible. But now it's not going to do that, instead just use the wind. So this phenomenon occurs once wind is released. The released wind seeks escape and emits itself chaotically into the surroundings. Hopefully, preferably towards Assassin and not, you know, randomly in every direction. Because chaotic is very unlike Saber, except right now where she's, you know, not following Shiro and totally needs an alignment change, by the way. Oh, speaking of alignment, the Critical Role stream last night. I didn't see it. I very rarely am awake for those streams because my sleeping schedule is weird. I wake up at like midnight. So by then their stream is already generally well into progress. So always the always what's not the dreading, the awkward wait until Monday. Anyways, the released wind seeks escape and emits itself chaotically into the surroundings. Also, I noticed that there's a hashtag trending on Twitter called Critical Role Spoilers, so that gets me all giggity, but giggity, wrong word, jittery, but Shiro pulls up on his pedal bike and gets sword farted into oblivion. Yeah, that'd be bad. Be careful with that, Saber. I mean, last time I joked about you being the one to kill him, but that was him running into your sword, theoretically. This time, it would be your sword running into him. In that instance, it is the commanding magic of the sword that allows her to freely manipulate the raging wind. With Saber possessing incredible amounts of magical energy, she should be able to hold this boundary field for a few minutes. Hold this boundary field? What does a boundary field have to do? Oh, are you making your own boundary field? Hold on. Is the commanding magic of the sword allows you to freely manipulate with Saber incredible amount... Okay, so she's making her own boundary field, right? Because there's another boundary field outside of you guys, but it has nothing to do with this straight column. I think. Something like that. As proof, her sword is still invisible, even though she has already released... Oh, right. There's a boundary field on her sword. Or I guess there's just a boundary field on all of them, like to some extent. Some mini boundary fields, or whatever. As proof, her sword is still invisible, even though she's already released this wind. English. It's like a typhoon. Shikash. But... the power of the rangy wind does not abide, but sure, abate. The wind emitting from Saber's sword is about to engulf Asashi. It cannot be just this. I will find out what is behind all this, Saber. Oh, shoot. He was good at figuring out the actual thingy of my sword, but can he be good at figuring out the noble phantasm of my phantasm? Asashi closes in against the blinding, raging wind. Saber's arms move. I would think the sword moving is more important, but okay. To attack Asashi, who is calmly advancing in the strong wind that allows no approach, the sword clad in wind roars, and that's the end of the stream. No, what? You can't just... I made a joke. The game knew exactly what it was doing. Oh, but we're here. That's right. We were coming. We were on our way. Well, what the hell is that? Okay, now I guess the interlude is done now that Shiro's in the picture, right? Hanyu. Better late than never, I guess. What the hell is that? And our status screen updated again? Oh, is it updated with Saber stuff? But we wouldn't have seen that. Technically, we wouldn't have seen Assassin yet either. Although I guess he's here now. I don't know. What greets me at the Rito Temple is a typhoon-like sound of wind.
Saber だよな。あそこにいるの。
That's Saber there, right? Is it? Maybe she's left. At the top of the steps, in front of the temple gates, is an armored figure like Saber confronting a figure in a kimono. Do you really call that a kimono? I guess. I've never really thought of that. Males don't wear kimonos. Kimonos are for females. They're for looking at and ogling. I mean, what? No, what? The wind surrounds Saber, and the trees are creaking as if being pushed. I actually just said that. My Japanese is slipping in. Even though it's not at all, because if it was Japanese, I'd say pushed instead of pushed. Papi poupe po. Pushed by her.
くそ、近すぎるのかよ、これ。
My words are bad today. Pushed. Ugh, damn, is it even possible to get in here like this? I can't even open my eyes because of the strong wind. Wingardium Leviosa? Wrong spell. I managed to get to the steps looking down, but the wind gets stronger. You may not want to get too close, or you might die, or cause some of Saber's regeneration to seep into you, which will probably drain her strength to some extent.
ダメだ、これじゃ。
No, I can't. Get near Saber. I can see Saber fighting someone way up there, but I can't do anything. Okay, then just stay down here like a good boy. You know, if you Shiro, if you were smarter, what you could have done if you really wanted to own the roost is you could have used your command seal and warped Saber back. She would have been pissed, but like she was never supposed to disobey you in the first place. So I think it would have been warranted. But whatever, I guess you weren't even thinking about that. No, first of all, even if I do make it up there in all this wind, I'll only be a burden to her. My left hand aches again. The one with the command seal? The command spell. Ugh, keep thinking of a command seal. I swear they called it that in the anime. Maybe I'm wrong. The command spell in my hand is throbbing. I don't know what it means. Specifically the Fate Zero anime, for anyone who's confused. I have not seen the Fate Zero anime. I thought I'd clarify that. But I can't help because... that image flashed in my head every time it throbs. Oh gosh. The fan service image. The one that Inu Hanyu goes, and I'm go, ooh. And, Shiro goes,
くそ、こうなったらやけだ。
Damn, I'm getting desperate here. I reach out to the steps with my eyes closed. They call it that in the dubs, but it's fake news. Okay, you see that I thought so. I'm not crazy. They did call it command seal. So I'm just used to command seal, not command spell. But whatever. Does it really matter what it's called though? It's all. I'd say it's just it's the canon in the dub. Let's just go with that. And it's not canon in the sub. I think that's perfectly fair. I reach out to the steps with my eyes closed. I lie down, trying not to be blown by the wind, and start to move upwards. You lie down? Wait, so you're moving by crawling? Backwards? Lying down in your stomach? The wind just gets stronger. Then maybe stop? What's your goal here? To hug her and try to calm her down at, like, Avatar Aang? I don't think she's in any kind of crazy Avatar state. Something must be happening above his eye. An amateur magus can feel an enormous amount of magical energy is about to be released. A command spell throbs. It's as if it's warning me about the wind and about something that's going to happen above me, but hopefully not to me.
待て、もしかしてこれ。
Could this be Saber's magical energy? But then,
あいつ、あんな体で何を無茶だ。
why is she doing something like this with that wounded body of hers? Well, I mean, you knew she came here. What did you think she was going to do? Just not... What? Did you think she was coming here for stealth? If she was coming here for stealth, I doubt she would have done it behind your back. It's weird. They do say the word command spell in English in the Japanese version at one point or other. Oh, so they use the English command spell. But then in English they say command... That is kind of weird. Still, though, just because they say a word in English in Japanese, like spell, it's a common misconception that when Japanese, when they might say a word like speru, for example, I don't know how true this is, I haven't looked into this specifically, that they're just saying an English word. They're being a funny Japanese person saying an English word. That's not always true. There's some legitimate katakana words that, you know, sound like English words, but don't necessarily convey the same meaning. So what is usually used as spell in Japanese, potentially as an English word in Japanese, may be more like seal in English. The translation may just work that way, so I'm not sure. I don't know about spell specifically, but like, you know, I don't want to get into this, but you know, there's a lot of nuance, and just because you hear a word in Japanese that sounds identical to an English word, the meaning may not be identical. Why is she doing something like this with that wounded body of hers? No. Should she even be doing this at all? Should she in what way? As in, should she be capable of doing it? As for should she be doing it, obviously not. You told her not to come. That means no, she shouldn't be. Saber cannot replenish her magical energy. Well, I mean, yeah, so... I mean, maybe she'll beat a Sashi, but then what happens after that? How's she gonna fight the rest of them? Maybe she's not thinking about the future right now. She's focused on the present, focused on the wish, at least if she can beat one servant. I mean, really, the ideal strategy, once you see an opponent that seems really strong, could be to run away and try to do stealth and kill the master, but I guess she's not that much of an underhanded person. She'll fight the master if she sees the master, but I suppose if the servant, you know, is present, though, she'll go for the servant. Eh. She gone sleep for the rest of the war and win by proxy. I don't know if the Grail will be too happy with that. Oh, imagine she wins and the Grail's like, what? You again? I don't like what your master did in the last one. Pass. Saber cannot replenish her magical energy. So she shouldn't be using her magical energy readily. She has to leave me in charge of fighting and stay as my backup. Wait, she has to leave you in charge of fighting? Are you crazy? Or her magical energy will run out and you can't be in charge of fighting? You can't do the magic fighty. Like, gosh, if you want to be in charge of fighting, why don't you start practicing fighting? Like, practice your archery, practice your sword skills. You haven't even tried any of that yet. No, you've been spending all your time going to school, living the school life. If you really want to fight in place of her, try to at least get good to some extent. You'll never be as good as Saber, let's be realistic. But, you know, gosh. Dash, 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 dash. I get up and run up the stairs. Oh my gosh. This is no time to be crawling. I don't know what Saber's planning to do, but I have to stop her. Oh. It must be luck that I avoided it. Something like dagger flies right in front of me across. I want to say across. Like a dagger flies across right. Oh, it is across. Oh, my reading comprehension is bad today. Oh gosh, what's up with me? It's the snow. It's the snowy season just set in, and I'm discombobulated. I blame daylight savings times. What is with me? Good thing today's a short stream. Something like a dagger flies across right in front of me as I try to run up the temple gate. Who's there? Actually said da-da-da, which would be who is, technically, but whatever. But is, that's the thing. Des is used for all kinds of things, so it could mean is, there, I guess it would be who there? No, it wouldn't, because, Koko Doko. There's Doko, which is where, and, no, Koko is here. What is there? Maybe Des is there. Anyways, who's there? Also, I know he said da-da-da, but da is the non-polite version of des, which would be da-da-des. Anyways, I look towards the trees in the mountain off to the side of the stairs. There's no mistake about it. I didn't notice because of the strong wind before, but someone else is hiding near here. Also, there is probably silent. That's right. No, it's who's there. He's got the little thing. Because, you know, what do they call that? When they shorten the words, the apostrophe, who, thingy thing, s, there, which means it's who is there. And he said da-da-da, which is who is. The there is implied, because Japanese language oftentimes implies the topic, unless it needs to be stated for clarification. So, that he's just leaving out the there. Anyway, sorry, that was bugging me. Someone else is hiding near here. Didn't notice because of the strong wind, someone else is not... Wait, someone else is hiding near here? Do you mean assassin or someone else?
ふざけやがって。こそこそと隠れてないで出てこい。
Don't play around. Don't hide like a coward and come out. Wait, who are we talking about? Not Saber or Assassin? Are we talking about Assassin's Master? I raised my voice. That voice that should have been drowned out by the wind echoes through the area, surprising even me. Oh, shoot.
風が止んだ。
The wind stopped? I look up at the temple gate. Oh, did Saber stop because she doesn't want... Oh, is she stopping her noble phantasm because she doesn't want Shiro in the area? Maybe her... I don't remember, but maybe her noble phantasm is like a massive effect area and she doesn't want Shiro getting caught up in it? There is a man in a kimono holding a longsword and Saber's back. Wait a second. So is this the person you saw, or is this somebody else? Wait, someone threw a dagger in front of Shiro? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? Did I miss something? I'm so confused. Excuse me? Oh, you see, sometimes I read and I don't actually pay attention to what I'm reading. It's a bad habit. It must be luck that I avoided it. Oh, wait, this is no time to be crawling. I don't know what Saber's planning to do, but I have to stop her. Read the VN. I am reading. I'm just not taking it in. Must be luck that I avoided it. Oh, I see. Because he spoke backwards. I avoided it. Something like a dagger flies across right in front of me as I try to run up the temple gate. Oh, yeah, there was a dagger. I thought that was part of the chaos. I thought that was Saber doing her wind scar or whatever, and some of the chaos just happened to send a dagger in his... I didn't fully take in that was something else. Who's there? I look towards the tree in the mountains off to the side of the tree in the mountains off to the side. Okay, because that's separate. Off to the side, because they're not off to the side. They're on the center. They are in the center. There's no mistake about it. I didn't notice because of the strong wind. Someone else is hiding near here. Okay, hiding. Assassin is very clearly not hiding. Okay, I understand. I am now understanding the visual novel that I am totally paying attention to. I don't think it was Assassin that threw the dagger from my understanding of this. It was towards the trees in the mountain, off to the side of the stairs? This seems like the center of the stairs. So I think he was attacked by someone in the forest? So Assassin's Master. Is that what we're getting at? How like a coward. Echoes to the air, surprising even me. Sorry, back to the game, now that I actually know what's going on. Is a man in a kimono holding a long sword and Saber's back. Sorry, that's a bad habit of mine, where when I really get into it, I'm trying to read and, give my interpretation, and then I don't actually take in what's actually being said, and then I'll go back and read it to be like, wait, what the fuck did they say? Which sometimes when I do that in my recorded Let's Plays, I cut the recorded bit out of me looking back. Not always. Sometimes I leave it in to be like, yeah, of course I'm a poopy. Anyways, is a man in a kimono holding a longsword and Saber's back. Wait, he's holding Saber's back? So what, he beat Saber? Did he stop the phantasm? Or did he stop it because she tried to stop herself from hitting Shiro, and he took advantage of that opportunity and got to Shiro? I was too busy focusing talking about Japanese. Getsuga Tensho. Nice. You're reading for you and also reading for stream. Yeah, you expect me to play for myself and play for you guys at the same time? Gosh, what kind of a multitasker do you take me for? When I play Pikmin, I only use one captain at a time. Shoots laser out of the swords. Okay, now you're just messing with me, Inohanyu.
そこまでにしておけ、セイバー。その被験、盗み見ようとする輩がいる。
Stop right there, Saber. Someone's trying to steal a glance at your technique. Wait, oh shoot! Wait, what? Wait, so Saber was about to do it, and Assassin wanted to see what it was, but Saber's charging was too long, and Assassin at any point could have stopped it? And then once he saw that someone else was sneaking up, he decided to stop it because he didn't want anyone else eavesdropping on the technique, even though, I mean, I am her master, but... The man in the kimono says with a faint smile. He is staring into the forest like I am. Oh, the person stealing the glance is the person in the forest? So Assassin saw it too. Wait a second. So it's not just Assassin. So it's not just me. Okay, I thought it was Assassin's master was the one hiding in the forest. But the fact that Assassin is saying this means it's somebody else. So who would it be? It wouldn't be Rin. Rin said she wasn't going to come here. I don't think. Unless she changed everything when she saw Shiro coming here. But she would have only came following Shiro, I would think. Maybe it is Shinji, actually, because Shinji's the one who told us about this. Maybe he was watching and was planning to finish off the victor. Assassin is spying on assassin. Assassin spying on assassin, spying on assassin, assassinception.
このまま続ければ我らだけの勝負にはなるまい。
Oh, is that how it ends? If we continue, this match will not be between just us. I said at the beginning of this video that I wasn't really sure where this was going to go because, like, either Saber was going to get her ass beat, and what, Assassin? Maybe Assassin is that kind of honorable person that would just say, you know, Saber, you're not at your best. I realize that, oh, shoot, your magic isn't as strong. I want to fight you when you're stronger. So she might let Saber leave. But if Saber was to win, Assassin was to run away, I feel like Saber would keep going to try to find the Master, which... But I guess this is one way to, you know, incite drama, have the third party show up, and then everything becomes discombobulated, then we all run away.
生き残った者にそこに潜んだ恥知らずが襲いかかるか、それともお前の被験を盗み見るだけが目的なのか。
Yeah, I expected Shinji was playing the chess master game, but I didn't know if he was just doing this, like he was going to attack the winner, or if he was going to, like, try to use Rin and Shiro for even more fights. Like, find other masters and sick Shiro and Rin on them. I wasn't sure if he was going to do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did this either. I don't know if the shameless one hiding there is going to attack the winner, or if he's only there to watch.
どちらにせよあまり気乗りのする話ではないな。
Either way, this is less interesting now. I don't know if I'd call it less interesting. Less fair is the word I would use. I'd argue it's more interesting. I think another party makes it more interesting. Less fair, I think, is what the word you're looking for. The man says so with disinterest and starts to go up the stairs. Wait, did he just knock out Saber? Like, at any time, what? He could have knocked out Saber while she was doing a Noble Phantasm? Get wrecked! I mean, Berserker's one thing, he's insane. This guy seems to have total control of his senses, and yet it still seems to be OP as all get out. Maybe it's just because Saber is really strained at this point and doesn't have much of her powers because she hasn't really been properly able to recover this whole time. So maybe if she was at her best, then she could put up a better fight against him.
待て、決着をつけないつもりか、アサシン。
It's a very light Assassin. Stop. Are you not going to sell this mass, Assassin?
お前がこの三門を越えるというのであらば決着はつけよう。何者であれ、この門をくぐることは私が許さん。
You're a very weird, honor-bound assassin. I'll settle this match if you come through this gate. I'll not allow anyone else to step through. So if anyone else tries to step through, you'll just kill them instantly, as an assassin would. But if she comes through, you'll give her an honorable bout. It's very weird assassination technique. It's not very assassiny of you, but
だが、あいにくと私の役目はそれだけでな。
But that is unfortunately my only role, your only role, and you're following your master's orders. And a samurai of all people would be super faithful to their master. Of all people, a samurai should be, in theory. So, shouldn't even be lawful good, should just be, this is someone who might be true lawful, or, you know, lawful neutral. Well, isn't Lancer lawful neutral? I don't know.
帰るというのであらば止める気はない。まあ、そこに隠れているたわけは別だが、気に入らぬ相手であれば死んでも倒産し、生きても返さん。
I have no intention of stopping you if you are to retreat. Well, that idiot hiding in the trees is a different story. If it's someone I do not take a liking to, I would not let them through on my life, nor would I let them retreat alive. Well, if Shinji came to kill the winner, then he's in a shitty position now. Shietji. The Manko assassin goes up the stairs. Okay, Saber, so you maybe want to retreat now? You know, we never should have come in the first place, but I guess to be fair, we got a glance at Assassin. That gives us some information, but yeah, let's go now, please. Don't go up those stairs only to get killed by Assassin. He gave you a chance to walk away, which is extremely unhonorly. It's extremely unhonorly and probably not in your character to walk away and not go fight him. But please walk away and don't go fight him. I'll use a goddamn command seal if I have to.
踊らされたな、セイバー。だが、もう一人の気配に気がつかなかった私も同じだ。あのままでおけば被験のすべてを味わえたであろうが、良いところで邪魔が入った。
You were manipulated, Saber. Well, the same goes for me as...
良好であったか。
I did not notice the presence of this person. I could have shown you my full secret technique if we continued, but we were interrupted at a bad time. It must be fortuitous for you. You were manipulated. If you mean by Shinji, well, yeah, I think that's a given. But I mean, I said no. I said we shouldn't go, and she decided to go anyway. Fuck, maybe going forward, I, if she's gonna go behind my back, I should maybe just not tell everything to her. Maybe I should just consult with Rin and only tell her if we're actually gonna act, because she seems way too gung-ho at this point. I thought I could trust my servant, especially when her alignment is fucking lawful, but I'm not so sure I can anymore. I think if I was actually in this position in universe, if I got a hot tip about another servant or master, going forward, I would not tell Saber. If anything, I would just consult with Rin, and then after deciding if we're going to do anything about it, then if the answer is yes, we're going to do something immediately, then we tell Saber. Otherwise, keep it from her, because she is out of control at the moment. Oh, that sucks. The idea that I have to place more trust in another master as opposed to my own servant. But right now, that seems to be where things stand. Fucking Saber. Dash, 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 dash. Saber's hanging her head in regret. Now, Saber, are you going to come back willingly? Or do I have to waste a goddamn command seal for no reason? Well, there would be a reason. It would be you being a bitch. The killing intent fades away. Not because of Assassin's words, but Saber herself must know its disadvantages to fight now. Disadvantageous to fight now? Oh, really? Do you really know that? What? Is it not the honorable thing to accept Assassin's fight? Isn't that the whole reason that you came and did this? Because you thought it's the honorable right thing for your freaking pride? You brought up pride? That you had to come and do this? Wouldn't it hurt your pride to walk away from this fight now? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your mindset, Saber.
そら、迎えも来ている。そこにいる小僧はお前のマスターであろう。盗み見をするたわけが、その小僧に標的を変える前に立ち去るがいい。
See, your pickup is here as well. That boy must be your master. Leave before the idiot sneaking a look at us changes its target to him. Uh-huh. Maybe. I mean, that's what I want to happen, but at this point, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe Saber to be willing. What changed? Did she gain a great amount of respect for him? If anything, if she gained that much respect, she may want to... I don't know, maybe she wants to... I don't know. Yeah, your Uber is here, Saber. Get out of here. It's free. Leave. The only cost is that you have to walk. An assassin disappears. It must be his demonstration that he will not attack us unless we advance. Dash, 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 dash. I think if anything, this would be the kind of thing that would make Saber be like, well, I'm honor bound now. I have to fight him. I wouldn't, I don't know, based on the pride thing that we saw earlier, the whole, like, she came because she thought, like, things were going nowhere. We're not advancing. Things are just getting worse. Shiro's not doing anything. I have to act now. She went and acted. She wanted to do something, and she came, and she didn't make any progress. And it looked like she was ready to do a thing, and Assassin just gave her an opportunity to finish the battle. I feel like she would finish the battle. If she really doesn't finish the battle here, I almost wonder why she came in the first place. Maybe, unless she's going to admit she was wrong. Are you going to admit it was wrong to come in the first place? Because if you think it was disadvantageous now, I think it should have been thought to be disadvantageous in the first place. You had to know. Fucking underestimating the world. No, I guess you didn't have to know. I guess you were too stupid, Saber. Your inner monologue even said, like, no matter what happens, no matter what will come at me, I will win because I am a hero. Even though you're all fucking heroes, that's the point. And surprise, surprise, the person that was here waiting for you, that was, you know, the people that had set up base here were doing better than the person that was invading. And there was an ambush on top of that, which probably would have fucked you up even if you had won that battle. You goddamn frickin' Saber. Saber does not say anything. Good, you're grounded. Go back to your room. Go to your room and stay there. She just has her back to me as she quietly stands there. Good. You don't deserve to look in my direction. You're grounded.
Oi, Saber!
Yeah, whatever. Hey, Saber. There's no answer even when I call out to her. Really? What about an I'm sorry? Or my bad? Or that was my mistake? Something along those lines. Perfect master-servant pairing? Psh, that's a terrible pairing. Having both be stupid is a terrible pairing. You want smart. Generally want smart to be complemented with strong. Smart, maybe they're, maybe like a dum-dum who's strong with a smart person who's not as strong. Or two smart people could work together to be pretty smart and try to get past the flaw of neither of them being that strong. But if you just get two dum-dums, you're forked. Eh? I think it's strange, so I start to go up the stairs. Eh? The armor Saber had on suddenly disappears. What, is she going back to her regular clothes? Is she trying to seduce me? Or can she not contain the armor because her magic is low? Or is she, like, gonna get naked? The girl in her defenseless blue clothes sways away without turning around. Wait, the armor disappears? Did she disappear with it? Defenseless? Wait, how is she defenseless? What's happening? Huh? It stops Saber. I stop Saber with my arms and she falls back down the stair. Is she that freaking poopy dooped? Is she that poopy dooped? The armor Saber had on suddenly disappears. Oh shoot. So is she just in her casual clothes or is she naked? Wait, no, the defenseless blue clothes. Okay, she's got some clothes on. She's got like clothes on under the armor, I guess. Sway without turning around. So was she unconscious this whole time? Did Assassin knock her unconscious? Or did she fall unconscious after the fact? I'd like to think that she was knocked unconscious, and that's why we go back. I would think she's not willingly going back. I don't think that's in character at this point. Also, give me your goddamn alignment sheet. You're chaotic now. Saber does not move at all. She's unconscious with her eyes closed in pain. At the very least, you're not lawful. Maybe you're neutral. So we never found out who was snooping. Never found out who was snooping, it seems. I mean, the obvious guess is Shinji. But I mean, there's plenty of others it could be, I suppose. Shinji's the obvious guess, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if I'm to think a little deeper, what if it was, let's do a think craft of what if it was others. What if it was Rin? Maybe Rin followed Saber. Maybe Rin noticed Saber leaving and wanted to see if she maybe had to bail out Saber, but also wanted to take a chance to learn Saber while she was there because she herself didn't know Saber very well. Maybe she was being calculating. I don't know, possibility. I don't think so, but I'm thinking so from the possibility of the perspective of things. What if it was Ilya? It wouldn't be. Ilya wouldn't snoop. I don't think it would be in character for Rin or Ilya. I don't think it would be in character for much servants that aren't assassin. And after all, if it was a servant, they almost certainly would not have missed when throwing the dagger at Shiro. Because I believe it was the person in the bushes that threw the dagger at Shiro, not assassin. Whoever that was is almost certainly a master. If it was a servant, Shiro would be dead. The other options that we know of is just Shinji, unless it's someone we don't know of. It could be someone we don't know of. We all seem to be very clustered at this point. Everybody is close together. So it could very easily just be a servant, a master we don't know of. However, the obvious answer is Shinji. It's good Shiro came because the ambusher could have just killed Seiba there. Well, it depends. Was the ambusher a master or a servant or both? Because I think it's a master. If it was a servant, I'm assuming they would have just killed Shiro. But I'm not sure. Whoever was snooping not attacked Saber Shiro. Probably because it was just, easy prey. Could have been Caster. Well, yeah, we've not met Caster yet. Okay, the reason they didn't attack Shiro, I think there's a couple possibilities there. I think one possibility is that they didn't attack Shiro because they were afraid of Assassin's threat. Assassin said that, I won't even let you leave if I don't like you. Maybe they were afraid that if I went to attack Shiro while Saber was unconscious, Assassin may actually come at them. That sounds like a cowardly thing Shinji would do. Alternatively, seeing Shinji sparked something in them. Maybe they were at the scene and it was completely coincidental that Shiro had to... Sorry, seeing Shiro spark something. Like, it could have been that they were someone who didn't know about Shiro. Like, they are another master we've not met yet, and they aren't aware that Shiro's part of the Grail War, and they happen to be snooping. And then Shiro showed up, and they're like, what? Shiro's here? And they threw at them reflexively without realizing it was Shiro. But then once they got a better look and been like, Shiro, and they're like, Shiro, that's my friend from school, possibly. And so they decided to not pursue it and not attack me. That's also a possibility of why they didn't attack me while I was walking home. It was definitely sketchy. It's also possible they were worried that Saber might have been faking it. Shinji, especially, being a coward. Anyone with a coward tendency may have thought that, but... Archer somehow healed and he's just camping. I mean, Archer, clearly we haven't seen him for a long time. Does it really take him this long to heal? Did you fuck him up that badly, Saber? Is Castor around? That's the question. Because, I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, that's the thing, though. Is Castor and Assassin working together? Because it seems like whoever's gathering all these souls in this temple is most likely Castor. Well, but is it the same person? Is the same person gathering souls the same person who set up the blood seal at the school? I think whoever set up the blood seal at the school was Castor. But I think the thing at the temple was... Maybe it was Assassin's Master. It might be Assassin and Castor having some weird kind of pseudo-partnership going on at the moment, but... I'm not sure. Maybe it was Ryder, because Ryder is actually also an assassin. And they got gypped into the Ryder position because Assassin already took it. Even though really Ryder should have been Assassin. They just happened to also be good at riding. Maybe. Anyways. I'm finally home. It's taken 2 hours to carry Saber back from Ryudo Temple. There were lots of problems, but we managed to get home safely. There were lots of problems? Did someone attack you on the way? I lay Saber down in the hallway. Yeah, I've thought about the idea that it was the same person doing both the school and the temple, and that they're using each other as bait. Like, one of them might be the bait, or whichever they go for, they're going to use the other one as their proper base. Or, like, it's possible. However, that would make them a very powerful master-servant combo who's now taking a lot of power. And do they need that much power? It feels like something of a risk to go for both. It could be, but... And it would also be covering a lot of ground. Oh, problems being that Shiro's a weak baby who can't carry preteen girl. Yup. Preteen? She's not a preteen. She's at least a teen. She's at least a tweenager. Like, I know that she's actually like hundreds, thousands of years old, but in her actual body age right now, I think of her as a young teenager. I think she's high school age. Anyways. I think she might be short for her age, but I don't think of her as preteen. Like, she does not come off to me as, what, 12? That especially makes a waifu version of Saber gross. Like, ew. I don't think of her as preteen. I think she's at least gotta look 15, right? I don't know. Anyways. Oh, Saber was really light. She only weighed about 40 kilograms, so I wouldn't normally have been this tired. You just were because of all the wind? What excuse? Excuses. But that's only if the weight isn't moving. I didn't know that it was such a hard task to carry a sleeping human. A girl, too. The fatigue is great, not physically, but mentally. Oh, mental fatigue, because you wanted to rape her. Now we see your true feelings. My attention was disrupted by things like her body's softness, and by having her breathing softly right by me. Wow, what a fucker.
まったくなんだって気を失うんだよいきなり
Why'd you have to suddenly lose consciousness? We really need to find a way to put some magic back in her, because she is draining and not gaining, and this is becoming very problematic, clearly. We should, you know what? Fuck it. I think we should just bite the bullet and tell Rin. We should tell Rin this is a problem and ask her if she has any advice on how to solve this. Because at this point, we're going to lose. If we tell Rin, she may decide to take advantage of us, and I don't know. But I think at this point, we have to take the risk, and I personally think we've known her long enough to trust her judgment. And just hope she helps us out, because she seems honorable in that sense. Why'd you have to suddenly lose consciousness? I look at the sleeping Saber. She must not be completely unconscious. She looks like she'll open her eyes if I call out her name. Even though she's sleeping like a corpse. That sounds like a Pokemon. She'll snap out of reverse mode if I call out her name. Ellipses. Shiro is just a closet Shinji. Shinji and Shiro are very close together, obviously, because their names are so similar. Shinji's just someone who acts on the impulses, where Shiro doesn't, which builds up all the anger, which leads to Shiro's anger issues, clearly. Damn. There were so many things I wanted to say when I left the house, but I can't say anything when she makes a sleeping face like that.
いいさ。目を覚ましたらとっちめてやるからな、セイバー。
Yeah, we've already established Shiro and Shinji are going to fuse into Archer. I mean, it is known to quote Game of Thrones, which it's not is it not cool to quote Game of Thrones anymore? Am I not allowed, you know, I used to be cool when I did that, but now it's not cool anymore, right? I don't know. I'll bring it up when you wake up, Saber. Still gotta finish Game of Thrones. I was watching through these seasons because I was way behind, and I was watching through like 2 or 3. I was watching through like 2 seasons a year, and I got to like season 6, and that's around the time season 8 actually aired. And then I heard things, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stop watching this for now. I'll bring it up when you wake up, Saber. I murmur. And the instant I reach out to carry Saber again.
まあいいけど、シローがどんな趣味してて何をしているかなんて私には関係ないから。
I guess you noticed. Well, I don't care. It doesn't concern me what your taste is or what you're doing. Oh, it concerns you big time. You're lying to yourself. But just so you're aware, ghost women are not my taste. Not my Renegade's taste. I don't know about Shiro. For some reason, what do you mean for some reason? She, like, wants to bang you. She probably went to see you in your sleep today, and, or maybe she's been paying attention to you every day. She's been slow, like, every now and then peeking in on you, because, you know, she cares about you. Or maybe it was just today, and she noticed you were gone. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. For some reason, Tosaka's in the hallway, even though it's past 2 in the morning.
遠坂。
And with that abrupt music change, let's go ahead and make a save here. We're not necessarily stopping yet. However, I swear, I was not smooching Ghost. Ugh. Promise. Let's go ahead and Renegade is weird. Oh, because I don't like smooching Ghosts. Right, because you like Saber. I understand. See, I'm not into underaged girls. I'm also not into ghosts. I'm also not into overaged girls. I mean, I am, but only by a couple years, not a couple hundred. Yeah, Saber's for fighting, not for okay, let's check status. Assassin. Oh boy, Sasaki Kojiro! A master swordsman whose existence is doubted even though his name remains. He is a handsome swordsman who uses a 90-centimeter longsword, Monohoshizao. Monohoshizao, I think I said that right, pretty right on the first try. Monohoshizao, nice. He was born in the Eroku era, and it is claimed that he gained his fame around the 10th to 17th year of the Keicho era. But the truth is still a mystery. This is because all books that note him are inconsistent in terms of years, and his name is not even mentioned in the book Gorin no Sho, written by his biggest rival, Miyamoto Musashi. Oh, that I know. That name I'm aware of. Miyamoto Musashi. I'm aware of his rival. I don't know him, but maybe that's the point. Like, he's an assassin because he goes up to people, and every time, even though he wants an honorable fight, he generally always ends those honorable fights by killing the people, I would assume, which is why nobody knows of him for the most part, except for the person who ended up beating him. Which is why it's so odd that this fight just ended abruptly. Maybe that's why. Because when he died in his life, it was an abrupt end, because apparently, I haven't read the rest of this, but from what I understand, he got snuck up on and killed in an embarrassing way, and maybe that makes him even more aware of ambushes now, and so that's why he didn't want to end the fight in a similar way this time with Saber? I could see that. Also, only 3 pages. Probably because there's not a lot of lore to say. Interesting, though, by comparison. 6 and 9. Still don't have any details on Saber yet. They didn't quite, I was right. I didn't think they would show off Saber's Noble Phantasm yet, and they didn't. According to record, Kojiro is from the Echizen... Kojiro is from the Echizen country and studied under the originator of the Toda style. He favored a longsword, and after defeating his master's younger brother, he named his own style Ganyu. After that, he traveled around the country as a master swordsman. It is said that he developed his secret sword technique, Tsubame Gaishi, which could even kill a flying swallow, around the Nishiki River in the Suo region. After that, he terrified swordsmen around the country and battled against Miyamoto Musashi at Funajima to maintain... At Funajima? What? Is that a mountain? Are they all mountains? Miyamoto Musashi at Funajima to maintain the reputation of the domain he served, dying in the process. Terrified swordsmen around the country. Wait, he terrified swordsmen around the country with his reputation? But I thought his reputation doesn't exist much. I thought nobody knew him. What do you, I guess not with his reputation. He just terrified them, as in he would go to a swordsman, terrify him, then kill him. So he wouldn't create a reputation. He would just terrify the ones just before he killed them, I suppose? I guess that's one way of wording it. The wording just seems like a reputation is implied, but I don't know. Battled against Miyamoto Musashi at Funajima to maintain the reputation. The reputation! No, you did use the word reputation. Of the domain he served. Maybe his domain has a reputation, but he doesn't? Dying in the process. Eiji Zen country and studied under the originator of the Toda style. Okay. His master's younger brother. Okay. So, not his master directly, just the younger brother. His Shinji aspect, such a creeper. You're really pulling for him being the future Shinji. I mean, I guess I was the one who brought up everybody being future people theories, so I only have myself to blame. Shinji splits in 3, you see? One of them fuses with Shiro so he can become Archer. One of them becomes Sasaki. And then one of them fuses with Ilya to become Lancer. I don't know. Weird theories. Dying in the process. Page 3. Because of the sword's length, he could not fight while holding onto his sheath. So he threw away his sheath in front of Musashi. And Musashi's quote when he saw that, "Kojiro, you lose," is all too famous. Miyamoto Musashi was one of Japan's best sword... Oh, so we don't actually see the... Oh, poop. Oh, because the sheath is... For a swordsman, especially a samurai, it's commonly, in samurai times, at least, I don't know if this is still a common practice with the idea of swords. Swords aren't really used widespread these days with, guns. But the sheath is very commonly used as a shield. Miyamoto Musashi was one of Japan's best swordsmen. Sasaki Kojiro is known as Musashi's worthy rival, but his real figure is hazy like the moon on water. While it is said there was a person like him, we have to say the figure of Sasaki Kojiro passed down to the present is a fictional swordsman. Huh? Wait, so, okay, I think what we're saying here is that because his reputation was so minor, it's like a game of broken telephone, and so the Sasaki that was actually summoned to the Grail War is based on the myths and not necessarily the real person. And the myths are inaccurate because his actual reputation was very minor because of him being an assassin. It's a little complicated. Such a weird out there theory for this VN. I can't help but make fun. What are you talking about weird out theory? It's not weird at all. After all, it actually comes true. Therefore, it's not weird. There was a dude like him, but our stories are totally fake. I mean, to be fair, what do you expect? There was obviously a real guy named Saint Nick, but our stories are fake, right? Right? There was a real guy named Saint Nick, or was there? How can you know? Santa Claus in Grail War when? Assassin. True name, Sasaki Kojiro. Sex, male. Sex, I bet so. I bet he would say yes. Sex, male, 176 centimeters. Wait a second. 172. Ooh, similar heights. He's actually kind of short. Archer and Lancer are both taller. And yeah, Berserker. 176 centimeters, 63. Oh, who's fattest? Who is the fattest person? Well, gosh, what? Santa is in Fate Grand Order. Okay, I understand. Fate Grand Order Santa. Everything makes sense. Now I just... What? Just like Goku. Oh, so Goku and Santa are both in Fate Grand Order? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to see Fate Grand Order. His reputation precedes him. Stories about him, but he killed everyone he ever fought. Yeah. Don't insult Santa. Well, geez, clearly we got some Santa fanboys in here. Let me guess. In Fate Grand Order, Santa's like a female, right? So Santa becomes a waifu. That just sounds exactly like the kind of thing Japan would do. I ship it. What? Who am I shipping with who? I forget. Neutral evil? Hold on. I was checking who's fattest first, and then I glanced down and saw the alignment. Saber, did your alignment change? No. Lawful? Bullshit. You're not lawful. Okay, are you fucking with me? Santa's a girl in Fate Grand Order? Are you fucking with me? I was fucking with you. But whatever. You fuck with Fate, Fate fucks back. Okay, 42 grams. Who's the fatter girl? 57, but she is taller by a lot. Not by that much. Lancer is 70. Archer is 78. Archer is the fattest. It just means he's the bulkiest, though. He has the most muscle. Rider's 57. Berserker's the fattest. Actually, yeah. Why'd I even ask? 311. Berserker, you may want to, put on, maybe stop eating the cheeseburgers. Then again, I mean, oh, it's all muscle. Bullshit, you don't get this fat from that much. I mean, muscle technically does weigh more than fat, but that's a lot of muscle. Let's just say that. There's already an anime about a girl who becomes Santa. I mean, obviously, it's anime. It's like, what's that saying? I anime, therefore, it's rule 40 something. There's one rule that says if it exists, there must be porn. There's another rule that says if it exists, there must be a cute anime girl rendition of it somewhere. Anyways, he's only 63. He's actually rather light, which makes sense because he's an assassin variety. Still fatter than the females, though. Okay, let's check his stats. Noble Phantasm, question marks? What? Also, his skills are apparently shit. Presence Concealment, D. Hides one presence as a servant. Suitable for spying. Only D, though? So are we saying somebody else has better Presence Concealment? Hides one presence as... okay, so that's an assassin's skill. That makes sense. That's a skill assassin gets. He doesn't... Okay, that's just... Okay, that's right. Because they're all supposed to have abilities. Like, Saber, Lancer, Archer all get the magic resistance. Berserker goes crazy, but becomes strong. Caster, Rider can ride, even though Saber can also ride. Rider can also magic to some extent, even though, I don't know. But then Assassin has concealment. Let's see here. Strength is C. Endurance is E. That does seem very assassin-like. Magical energy is E. That's right, because he's not a high rank. And I think your rank determines your magic? I don't know. His luck is A. Agility is A+. Noble Phantasm is question marks. Okay, let's try to guess what it is. Agility is A+. That makes sense. Luck is A. Interesting. Really? But didn't he get killed in an embarrassing way? I don't know. Maybe he's lucky because none of his prey ever got away, and that's what makes him lucky? Possibly. All right, let's add up stats for a second. 3 plus 1 is 4. Also, magical energy and endurance are that low. Clearly, he would be super weak against Caster. Caster would fuck this guy up unless he could run away quickly. That's the benefit of having such high agility. It doesn't matter who you're facing. I always win because I just run away. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 6 is 16, and they all average at about 20-ish, right? About 20. Therefore, his Noble Phantasm, it's probably a B or an A. It's either on par with Lancers or better, most likely. Neutral evil? Evil? Excuse me? Isn't that our first evil? Chaotic insane. Chaotic good. Neutral. Lawful neutral. Good. Evil. He's evil? How is he evil? What makes him evil? That was so... If anything, he's got to at least be lawful evil, because he freaking let Saber get away. These alignments are bullshit. Evil? As far as the Grail War goes, like, when you're honorable in the Grail War, isn't that as good as you can be? What does evil mean? Evil as in he's willing to, maybe that says something about his master being evil, but like, I'm talking about him now, not his master. Evil! That doesn't make sense. That's a load of baloney. Alignments are bullshit. Neutral evil? That doesn't add up. He's not evil. He's neutral at best. Neutral at worst. He might be good. I would not call him evil. How? What makes him evil? In what? Okay. He's only done things that to me signal him as a very honorable, nice person. He's fighting in the Grail War because, yeah, he has to. Because he's in the Grail War, you gotta fight. But he's doing it in such a nice way. What makes him evil? Huh? Is it that maybe he's only that honorable and nice with women? Maybe if it's guys, he'd fuck them up and be completely jerkish about it? I read his details and it said nothing of the sort. Skills. Tsubame Gaishi. Anti-personal demonic sword. Maximum target, 1 person. An ultimate ability that slices the opponent with 3 arcs at the same time. It is said to be a multi-dimensional refracting phenomenon. It is an unavoidable attack, though in a different sense than that of Gabolg. You do reference, though, that they're similar. Assassin is a better Sanji. Better Sanji? Oh, I was about to fight you on One Piece and be like, since when is Sanji evil? But also, how dare you? A better Shinji. If you mean that... Yeah, but that doesn't make sense, because Ryder's chaotic good. Ryder's good, which implies that the Master is good, which means the Master isn't even evil. Huh? Huh? Oh, of course, he's Shinji, so of course he's evil. He's Shinji from the future, as we went over with our theory. That's why he's evil. So he's just gotten better. He's gotten much better at hiding his evilness as he's grown up. It was harder for him to contain his evilness when he was younger. As Shinji, he's prone to outbursts and stuff. But after Sakura's death, he kind of snapped and started to just, it was a transformation for him. And he became more suave about it. He's still evil and still cold to the world after the death of the person he loved most. However, he's much better at hiding it now that he's developed. Theory of alignments is that it's how the servants view themselves. So he thinks of himself as evil. So he thinks he's done a lot of evil deeds. That's questionable. I'll take a look-see at that in a second. Mind's eye, fake. A. Resistance to change in visibility caused by visual interference. Also called the sixth sense or presence. An innate talent to sense danger. Mind's eye, fake. Hold on. Instinct. So that's like so Berserker had that, right? Or no, wait, who had that? Mind's eye, fake. B. Avoidance of danger by sixth sense. So it's kind of like Saber's thing, but worse. Mind's eye, fake. Called the sixth sense or presence. An innate talent to sense danger. Transparency, B+. Clear and serene. A barrier that nullifies mental intervention. Since he is not an assassin, he cannot use the assassin ability, even though he should be the assassin class. He cannot use the assassin's ability, presence concealment, but he can conceal his presence as a matter of martial arts. Oh, so he actually doesn't... Okay, so he's not a proper... So he got fucking forced into the assassin role even though he's not a real assassin. They're admitting it. He's not a real assassin. He can't use the proper assassin ability, presence concealment. So that's why he's got a shitty presence concealment. But he only achieves that through transparency B+. Okay, fine, fair. Knowledge of foremost harmony B. A special ability that prevents reduction of the effectiveness of an attack, no matter how many times it's used against the same opponent. Oh, okay, attacks will not be perceived by the enemy. That's a weird-ass hell's ability. Okay, so attacks will not... So, even though they should be getting repetitive and the opponent would see it coming, they just don't because you're a hardcore master at life? He's a good spammer. Usually in fighting games, when you spam a technique, it gets worse. The developers program it in. But he didn't get programmed that way. He hacked the system. His attacks don't get worse. Uh-huh. Why Saber... That's why Saber views herself as lawful good? That's why it said she's lawful even though she's contradicting it? Noble Phantasm, we don't know. Okay, let me look at this, assuming, looking at the lens of that theory, that this is how they view themselves. That she's lawful good. Yeah, I guess she does view herself that way, even though she's fucking wrong. Lancer, lawful neutral. Willing to admit that he's not perfect. I can respect that. Archer, true neutral. Well, when you have amnesia, it's hard to know exactly what you want. Fine. Rider, chaotic good. Viewing yourself as chaotic and good. I don't know enough about her, but I guess she could view herself as good. Then again, many villains, not all villains, many villains view themselves as the hero of their own story, but that really depends on the story. Sometimes villains know what they're doing is bad, but they think they're doing for the greater good, or they just think they're doing what they think they're doing is bad, but they're like, fuck it, I'm enjoying it. Assassin, neutral, evil, berserker, chaotic, insane. Plot hole, objection. I don't think he views himself as chaotic, insane. I don't think he views himself as anything. So I don't think that theory really jives. And neutral evil. Neutral evil. Proof! Prove to me you're evil. Where's your evilness? You have not done a single goddamn evil thing. You freaking lying sack of status. Anyways, weapon. Oh, we got two. Monohoshizao. Assassin. A long sword said to be carried by the swordsman, Sasaki Kojiro. Monohoshizao, literally, laundry hanging pole. What? Hanging the women's laundry so that they're naked because you're suave? Is only a nickname, and its real name is unknown. According to records, it's said to be 90 centimeters long. Monohoshizao's wheels in this story is 150 centimeters long. Its range is about that of a spear. So it's like a lance, then, sort of. It's a lance in sword form. Gosh, not only does he have an attack like Lancer, but he has a weapon like Lancer. I guess it's fitting, actually. Attack like Lancer and a weapon like Lancer. Oh, okay, that's all. Wait. No, hold on, what? Oh, yeah, that is all. No, wait, in a real battle, never mind, it's not all. In a real battle, the long range translates directly into advantage. But when you're talking about a sword, it must be admitted that such a length is out of the question. It'll be effective in a one-on-one battle, but its length and weight would be trouble the user in a large-scale combat. Yeah, in a big combat with a bunch of people around, that a long sword like this would be extremely inconvenient. There are no swordsmen able to use his long sword satisfactory other than Assassin, who has skills surpassing human limitations. And this is just one page. Okay. Alright, we did it. Totosaka! Let's save again, and we'll save over it. I swear I was not smooching Ghost Promise. Are we gonna continue or should we stop here? Vote in the chat if you believe we should continue or stop here. What's the next line?
何よ、お化けでも見たような顔しちゃって。別に文句はないから続けていいわよ。私は水飲みに起きただけだし。
That's not a vote, that's stars, wise fool. Why are you looking at me as if you've seen a ghost? I don't have any complaints, so you can continue. I only got to take a drink. What? Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't believe you. Bullshit. You want my penis. Why are you looking at me if you've seen a ghost? Well, technically Saber's servants are kind of ghosts. I don't have any complaints, so you can continue. You don't have any complaints? That's pretty casual of you. I only got up to take a drink. Interesting. This line seems so minor, and yet I am going to, I got up fully dressed to take a drink. Yeah, that's unlikely. I think she's lying. You continue to fuck your servant. I won't shame your fuck. Oh, gosh. She's acting casual, but I think that's because she's had time to process. What if she was the one spying? That's why she didn't attack. And so she had full time to process the situation and calmly bring up her answer and able to suppress the lie, which is that she wants me really badly, and she's just being casual about it. That's one option, is that she was the one spying on us. The other option is that, well, there is one option. No, she definitely wants our dick. Her not wanting our dick is not non-canon. Maybe Rin gives no fucks of shit. There's also the option, this is true, maybe Shiro doesn't care if, yeah, that's fair. That's another thing I was sort of thinking of. Rin may not care about Shiro romancing Saber because she doesn't view Saber as real competition, because she's only going to be around for the Grail War anyways. And, you know, afterwards, Rin can make her move if she has to. If anything, her going for Saber is an upside in certain ways, because it means Shiro will get an itch. He'll get an itch to have some of that booty. And, you know, after he loses the Saber booty, Rin will be able to take the place, maybe? That's one option. The other option, I mean, again, though, yeah, she's fully dressed. That is a sign. She's not, like, in her pajamas or anything. So, yeah, she could have been spying on me. She could be not caring about Saber and thinking that she doesn't view Saber as real competition. I think it's one of those two, probably. I suppose it's also possible that... yeah, she's in full clothed. Yeah, I don't think it's as simple. I was going to say, you know, maybe it's possible that it just got up and she's dazing and isn't really thinking about it, and it's going to hit her hard later that she doesn't like this. But no, she looks fully awake, fully clothed. She sleeps like this? I doubt it. I mean, personally, I tend to sleep half clothed. I know some people sleep in their pajamas. I feel like sleeping with your clothes on, with your, seems un-Tosaka-y. Seems unbecoming of someone so noble to sleep in. I feel like if someone this proper shouldn't sleep in their clothes. A Tosaka can't ruin their clothes that way. A Tosaka must wear the pajamas and be a proper lady wearing pajamas. So therefore she's full of shit. She hasn't slept this whole time during magic shit. Got up to get a drink. Oh, maybe she's not been sleeping because she's been worried about Shiro slitting her throat in the night. I would think we'd see more signs of her sleep deprivation. Unless she can magic her sleep deprivation away.
いや違う。これは違う。すごく違う。
You're wrong! Wrong! Completely wrong!
その話せば長くなるんだが、つまりセイバーを部屋に連れて行こうとしただけなんだが、俺の言ってることを分かってくれるか?
It's a long story, but I'm only trying to take Saber to her room. Do you understand?
ええ、まあそれなりに。
Yeah, so it seems. Do you have any comment on that? What do you think happened? What do you think happened?
嘘つけ。全然分かってない口ぶりだぞ今の。
Don't lie to me. It sounds like you don't understand.
だから分かってるってば。セイバーが一人で戦いに行って、シローはそれを止めてきたんでしょ?
Oh, you do understand. I'm saying I do. Saber went to fight by herself and you went and stopped her, right? And you know that because you didn't just get up for a drink. You know that because you were either A, you were the one spying in the forest, which maybe that explains why Assassin let her get away because it's a woman and he's weak to the women's. Or B, she's just been peeking on me constantly. Maybe. I mean, and to some extent I feel like she's been sprying on me.
で、何らかのトラブルがあってセイバーが気絶して戻ってきた。どう？これでいい？
And there was some sort of trouble, so Saber came back unconscious. How about that? Are you guessing or do you know? I feel like that's too much for you to just be guessing.
すごい。全問正解だ。けど、なんだってそこまでわかるんだよ。
すごい。Yeah, amazing. You're perfectly right. Or maybe I should have just said you're perfect. What? But how do you know?
わかるわよ。セイバーが単独で戦いを仕掛ける可能性は高かったし、サーバントが戦いを始めればマスターにだって伝わるわ。だからこういう展開も十分予測範囲なわけ。
Hold on, woman. We need to have a chit-chat. Of course I can tell. There was a likelihood that Saber would go off to battle by herself, and the Master will be informed of that once the battle starts. That's why this development is within the scope of my deduction. I think you're lying. I think you were spying. I think you're lying. I don't think you're deducting. Also, I think you're flubbing over flubbing to hide the fact that you double want my penis and are super put off by me being with Saber because there was a likelihood that Saber would go off to battle by herself. You should have, been worried about that kind of thing if we're teammates at the moment. That's kind of problematic for you as well, You realize, I would think you'd realize, that's why you're blushing right now, because you're hiding the fact that you actually have a double, triple boner and you're making up some cockamamie reason as to... That's bad if you're telling the truth, by the way. We're a freaking team, and you thought there was a high likelihood, and yet let it happen? Assumedly, you would have known when it happened. If you thought there was a likelihood, you should have tried to prevent something like that from happening, or inform me, being the stupid that I am, by the way. I'm stupid. Sure was the stupid. That he, is stupid!
そうか。それはいいけど。
I see, that's fine, but that's not fine. That's fine, that's not fine, that's not fine, that's not fine. Maybe she's fine with Saber dying sad death. What? No, that's not, you can't, no. They're partners for a reason. They're supposed to work to stop the Blood Seal. They're supposed to work to stop Berserker. You'd think they'd work to stop the Temple thing. There's no way she would have just, nope. If she was, nope. Double nope, no. Yeah. So Tosaka predicted that I should probably stop. Tosaka predicted that what is it? So Sosaka suspected that Saber would go out to sight?
で、どうするの？セイバーを部屋に連れて行くんじゃないの？ここに寝かしてたらいくらサーバントでも風邪ひくと思うけど。
Sabers don't catch colds. So what are you gonna do? Aren't you gonna take Saber to a room? If you let her sleep here, I'm sure even a servant will catch a cold. I don't think so, especially given her Wolverine-like powers. But then again, with how low her magic is getting. Why are you being so casual about this? Like, liar. You're hiding your penis envy. Wait, no, not quite. Sort of, but not quite. Not the right kind of penis envy. Envy, as in, you envy the fact that the penis was maybe in Saber and not in you.
いや、だから部屋に連れて行こうと思って今。
Penis envy is a whole other kind of complex. So I was about to take her to her room. I was going to carry her, but it's hard to do so when she's watching.
トサカ、悪いけどセイバーを運んでくれないか。
If anything, freaking you should. If you really did see this coming and did nothing about it, then yeah, you should. Tosaka, sorry, but can you carry Saber?
私が？まあいいけど。じゃあお茶でも入れてくれる？少し二人の話に興味があるから。
Me? Well, that's fine. Then can you prepare some tea? I'm curious to hear what happened. Oh yeah, you were just getting up to take a drink. Yeah, let's take that drink, a nice long tea, so you can hear what happened. You can get information out of me, as if you thought this would happen, but you thought Saber would be fine. You thought she'd be fine. We're gonna have words, lady, but for now I'm done. Yeah, we're gonna have words, lady. We're gonna be having the words. If you suspected, then you should have erected a counter. What rhymes with erected? Decadent. I have no idea what decadent means off the top of my head, but I'm using it just because it rhymes-ish. Decadent. Saber's the best servant. No one can stop her, lol. Oh, yeah. Was that her fucking mindset? Oh, my God. Okay, we're going to stop for now. We'll pick this up next time. Pick this up on Monday. For now, we're done. My words are so bad today. For now, we're done. See you guys next time on Let's Play Fate's Day Night Blind of the blind variety. Still don't have an outro phrase. Blah, 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 blah. Stop recording.